Hey, everybody, how's it going? Just saying hey to. Oh, I got Jerry next. Okay. Oh, wait, Robin's first. Robin, Jerry, and Doug. Doug. Yeah, Robin, look, I changed the background to one of those virtual video backgrounds. Hey, everybody, how's it going? John here. What if I could? Scroll saw portrait woodworks design. You know what I meant. And let's change this background. So what new video backgrounds? Ooh, fancy video backgrounds. Let's see what they got. Why doesn't this one come in blue? I think this one would be better in blue. What's this one look like? Dark bubbles. I didn't see bubbles. You can see bubbles in that? It looks black.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Billy. Larry. Who else is coming in the room right now? Jeez. What you guys all up to? I said, be back on. I'm back on. I had to go hang out with Robin first, though. I had to go hang out with Robin at her channel first. Razzie had to be over there. And then I had to come over here and have a sexy conversation with my co-host here. Say hey.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm not going to put her name up, so you guys got to guess what her name is before I start talking about her name. We all know Mr. Meadows, though.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Russ, what are you up to?
I can be here for a little bit. The wife is out there just now going out to start painting on those tops to finish them off.
Oh, yeah, I seen that cart. I seen all the cart full of stuff you guys picked up this afternoon.
She's done very well. The bottoms of those tables, they look outstanding. It looked like a really antiqued.
Nobody sees the bottom though.
No, they see the bottom. They see the legs and they see the front. Now she's got the tops primed and stuff, and she's going to go put the a different kind of color. I don't know why she's changing it. It looks good like it is.
Is she putting a crackle effect on it?
I hope not. I hope not. I think she's talking about. She saw videos of people that had this brush where they go like that and it puts lines down it and stuff. I said, why can't you just do it like you did the rest of it? To me, it looks better. I said, I'm not. I said, all right, you go do it. I'll come out in a little while and take a look.
Oh, you're gonna critique her. That's what she wants.
I've been doing it all.
That's what she wants. She wants you to judge her.
I've been critiquing all. I said, you missed the spot. It's been fun though. She's done a good job.
Well, see, the people that know her name. That's different. It's supposed to be the people that don't know who she is are supposed to guess her name.
What?
Man, Robin, Larry, Jesus.
Hello, Shay. Robin.
Shay was on my show for the past 2 days. The past two shows. She was no, she wasn't on today's show, but she was on my other two shows before that. Yeah. Billy was here. Oh, Billy's been in the chat.
And whoever the other one is, no names, John. She's been on the show before.
Yeah, Shay. She's been on the show before. You should remember her from before.
You should.
Yeah. She's in the chat all the time. You talk to her all the time in the chat. There you go. Okay. Did you catch it? Did you catch it, Shay?
You have to look quick.
Hey, Jeff. Jeff, I thought you changed your name over. What did you do in changing it back? Did you get the password already for your new one?
Oh, she got it. She got it first try.
Well, she just went back and read the chat, that's all.
Everybody's got it. Hey.
The three amigos. Oh, Lord. Hey,
so,
man, you're moving up in subscribers, I saw.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting up there. It's still short, though, but it's fine.
473?
I'm not that worried about it. 473 right now?
Mm.
I think it was 472 this afternoon.
I think it's 3 now.
Yeah,
473.
473. Yeah.
Dog.
Yep. Long story, I've been trying to get rid of my channel. Well, yeah, but why are you still on Dutchman's Woodshop? You went over to your Glassworks one. You're throwing me off, man.
I kind of wish Angela's name was Ruth because Shay won't be able to say that one. She says, I'm learning names. Well, her name is Ruth. Now
There
say
you go.
it for me.
There you go.
She can't say the word Ruth.
Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Who's on Facebook? Talk about me bunging the keys hard.
There you go. It's Ruth.
Ruth.
We're gonna call you Ruth from now on, okay, Ange? Okay. Okay, you remind me of Rue McClanahan.
Oh
Oh
no,
my God.
I'm not
You
playing.
know,
Hey.
the sexiest golden girl, right?
Good old Texas girl.
I can say that, she says. Jeff says you get your people, I get nobody watching. So I figured,
what
why
happened?
have them? I have this on Instagram. That's it. Well, I got 14 people watching though. It's not that much, but
Shay admits you can't say Ruth.
yeah. Well, how many do you have over on Instagram? Because I know. When I met with Ken last weekend, he's got. How many did we say he had? He's got thousands. Ba, ba, ba.
A lot of people say Axe down here in the South. Doug.
Oh no, that's on TikTok. Sorry, on TikTok. Oh yeah, he's got people. He's got 1,000 followers on Instagram too.
He said that's better than 0.
Yeah, I know, but on TikTok he's got thousands of viewers on TikTok.
Billy, yes, you can say my name. She said it multiple times in Houston.
Yeah.
No, we don't spell my name that way, Billy.
Yeah, it's over on TikTok. He's got 331,000 followers. Sorry, 33.1 thousand followers. So
Yeah, he says
Nancy
people
hit-
watching on Instagram all the time.
Nancy hit 51.51 today.
What?
What? A 5:15? Oh, over on Instagram, TikTok and stuff. So, Ruth had some questions for us. So she has a new Dremel, and you want to know what the bits are for, right?
Yep.
So show us the bits, and we'll tell you what they're for. If you want, you don't have. You can wait till later if you want.
Doug says it's 51.50 for Nancy.
Yeah, he probably just unsubscribed again. Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes.
Yeah, I said we can wait for later.
Oh, wait for later. Okay. I didn't hear you. I was just captivated with your beauty.
There you go. There you go. Oh, Doug.
Now I don't know what to do.
I said you just sit there. Just sit there and look pretty.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's all I
Yeah.
ever do.
Yeah, you can read the chat. You can do whatever you want.
I used to be the eye candy till you came on.
Oh, you're still my eye candy, Russ.
Yeah.
I think I'm making Billy sick, probably.
That's what I'm saying.
Jeff said so now he's starting his wife's glass one, thinking it might kickstart something. What do you think? Or not think?
That it might. And the thing is, you can incorporate your woodworking into the glasswork as well. Believe it or not.
Yes, Miss Nancy, I sure did. I can show that.
because you can put frames around all the work. You can make hangers for them. You can do all kinds of cool woodworking stuff. You can add on to them with turnings and little bobbly boos and stuff like that. That's what I would do if I was a wood turner and a woodworker of sorts. If I was a woodworker. Find my red stain.
Oh, you doing the crochet things again?
Special guest alert.
Uh-oh. Who's coming?
Who's coming in?
Jerry.
Oh, on down. You're the next contestant. Right.
Gotta admit, I wasn't expecting that one.
Give me a sec. I gotta grab my red stain and my torch. Give me a sec.
Put us on the spot there. Hello, Gene. I'll say hi to you for John. He's busy. Oh, and Ruth. Hi, Ruth. John needs to fix that. That's not her name. She's incognito. Doug corrected her.
He's just a doctor in front of that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that brings up a whole mess of worms. You don't want to get into that. You'd be surprised at all the questions that come your way.
What did I miss?
Don't tell
Don't.
Hey, Shay.
Look at there.
Hey, pretty girl.
Ruth.
Oh,
Ah,
you
she
came in,
did it. She
you
did
came
it.
in just for getting out.
Why can't you say roof?
I can't.
I had to come save you.
Thank you.
Good night, Jeff.
What? You had to come save her?
Yes.
From what? Because we're so evil?
Yeah.
Well, what's that supposed to mean?
Change her name. She's
I just
not
did.
rude.
You did.
It's Angela. It says Angela. What are you talking about? Why are you calling her Ruth? Her name's Angela.
The whole time it's been Angela. Jerry says, Shay, multiple times in one weekend. I guess he saw you a lot.
Yeah, you must be bored, Shay, coming on my show 3 times this weekend.
Well, you kind of gave me a guilt trip.
Why? No, I didn't mean to. I thought you were gonna. I was actually trying to encourage you to get back and doing your own lives.
Well, I will. I am going to get back and doing lives, but I had to get these projects done first before. Because it takes so much longer to do a project on a live than to, get them done.
I suppose.
John?
I get no idea what you're talking about, Shay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I still got lots of time to get these done, though. I'm not worried about these ones.
This is true. I
Yeah,
had
she had-
some deadlines I needed to meet, though. So now I got them. I have one more to do, but it's not a deadline, so I can get back on to doing lives again.
Well, I got a deadline. The deadline for this one's October 29th. See, that's my deadline, so I knew I had lots of time for this one.
Did you finish Nancy?
No, it's still down. I'll be working on Nancy tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, if I finish this one tonight. I'll work on Nancy tomorrow. Nancy likes it when I work on her.
Yeah, Jeannie, that was just a joke. The roof thing was not real. Not real.
What happened?
Oh, she said, sorry, I saw Ruth. I said Ruth. No, Jean. Hi, Jeannie. How you doing? No, I was just messing with everybody. I was messing with Shay, actually.
He was messing with me that I can't say Ruth, but I can say Ruth just fine.
How's that work, though?
Oh my God.
you should just say Ruth when people ask you what's on the ceiling of the house.
Because that's not what it is.
It's close enough though; they won't understand because it's because of the accent, right?
So I'm gonna call the company to come out to look at my roof.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes
I
sense.
wasn't drinking when
Like
you
I said,
said that.
it sounds like Ruth, so it's fine. It's fine.
Well, there we go. Now I gotta cheat.
Now we got to figure out how you're gonna say wolf.
Well, that doesn't ever come up.
Oh, it'll never come up in conversation ever.
That was the other one she couldn't say. I couldn't remember which one it was.
But I have actually avoided sawing one
Oh wow!
because I can't say
Why
what
don't
it
you
is.
just call it a forest dog?
Why you just?
I would. It's a forest dog. It works. It'd be like,
It works.
well, you Americans, I don't know. Your accents.
I don't have an accent.
Okay.
Okay.
Words are just hard.
It's like saying I don't have an accent.
You
You
Doug
don't.
said words
Don't.
are hard, Shay.
you don't have an accent.
That's right, I don't. We'll leave it at that then. Okay.
Angela, where are you from?
I was born in Kentucky and raised in Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell by your accent? I got that. I knew that.
She doesn't have one either.
Wow.
I'm just gonna bug the crap out of Shay today now. You know that.
Yeah, you put yourself in for this abuse. I don't understand.
Yeah, you want it on here.
Jeannie says you don't have an accent, but you do have a very nice voice. You talking to John
No. Who's that? Jeannie?
or Shay?
Oh, that's Jeannie. No, that's Jeannie. Jeannie's talking about me.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, not me.
Jeannie's got a crush on me. I know it. Her husband's not even like that very much, though.
Hey, you cool it.
Oh, you're the kitty.
Yeah, he's looking for his mama.
Just
Doesn't realize
say
she's outside.
Whoa.
what?
Doug
What,
says he
Billy?
has a southern drawl.
Just say Wolf. Wolf.
Wolf.
I can't. That's adding to it.
The L is silent. Wolf.
Yep.
She
These
said she
are
told you
red.
not to tell no one there, John. That was supposed to be between the two of you.
Oh, really? Just
No,
us?
I'm
Just
assuming.
us?
I
Okay,
added
guys,
a little bit to that, but
I got an invite to Jeannie, and we're gonna have to cut the show short. Unreal.
unreal. It is. All she has to do is just hold up a printed sign that says the word wolf on it. Every
So-
time somebody asks what it is, hold a
Pull
sign
up
up.
pull up a picture on Google. It's one of these.
Ruth.
Shay. She's trying to scare it out of us now, right?
I did train myself though. I'm actually getting really good.
You
I
are.
now say ambulance.
What did you used to say before?
Ambulance.
Yeah, see, that sounds like you got an accent there.
Mm-hmm.
So and I did learn and I did train myself to say 11.
Jerry, I don't think she's going to
instead
say
of 11,
Yeah, 11.
instead of 11.
Yeah. So I'm getting better. Those are just the last two that are really rough.
I don't know if
See,
she was on that scroll off Doug when
Yeah,
we
but
did the wolf.
not with the wolf though.
No, I don't think she made that.
Alright, I can torch some wood. You ever torch wood in the shop? It's the best thing to do. Try not to burn anything down though.
So what are you gonna do with your Dremel?
What? Like scroll into some crosses or something. Something to scroll right now. I have no clue of what I'm going to do.
They are fun to use.
They are?
Yeah, you'll like it.
For what?
I got you a Dremel. Why don't you use it?
I do use it, but I don't need it for just doing quick rough sanding. I just
What are you making, John?
wedding sign. But right now I got to I just got to burn these first. Burn them to get the effect that I want on it. So you see fire in John's shop. Bad as almost as bad as Indiana Jones. Indiana with fire.
Doug is saying your mic is loud, John, and well, how do you think about shades? It's kind of low. How about mine? Mine's normally loud.
But if I turn my background or the echo cancellation and the background noise off, then it's way too low. You can't hear me at all. Besides, if I turn it down, Jeannie won't be able to hear me. Isn't that right, Jeannie?
Jerry, I don't know what that word is.
John, you're making her uncomfortable. You need to cut that out. You can't help yourself. Mine is too
Do
low.
not do a scroll off against Charles with a blank. No, it was a German Shepherd.
Yeah, she didn't do the wolf scroll off.
Did we do a wolf? I don't think we did a wolf.
Yeah, we did. We did a wolf. It's like one
Oh,
of the first ones we did.
the Howling Wolf with
It was just the head of it, yeah.
Tom. That was Tom, wasn't it? Oh no,
Don't
that's
remember.
that's the one I did it. That's the one that I did on tile, on that tile from the kitchen. Yeah, I remember that one. Well, the mic's too loud. I'll have to turn it down. I can't turn it down now. Let me see if I turn it down this way then.
Fellas, I think it's my time to go. I
You
told
just
you.
that.
I told you I had to go.
How's that? Is that
Watch
too
the
loud
wife
now?
paint.
You gotta
I'll
watch.
see
your
y'all. I
paint.
might be able to come back in a while. But I'll see you.
It's 15 Russ.
That'll be good.
Number 3. Hi, Marge. I have to look at the TV to see the
I think my internet's bad right now.
Sounds like John is using the mic instead of the headset.
Oh, what happened to Shay's internet? Well, she said she's internet's bad. She just dropped off.
Yeah. They're saying that your mic Sounds like the headset's on. Hey, Art with her to quit. Dog has and it keeps digging.
Here it is.
Nancy says her dad his basement in their house. I'm roboting.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I find that if you just give them a soft burn, it just totally changes the whole character of the board. Brings it all the grain. I like it better. Always keep a damp rag handy because that way it saves your hands from burning up too. Discussing these pencil markings off here. So regular wood, fancy wood. Give me a second. Now this actually won't be seen in here, but there's nothing better than a finished piece of work. So, there you go.
Hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can read better.
Okay.
Well, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right the first time rather than having to go back. Because I hate to, put the burnt frame onto it and have to pull it off because you can see a white streak underneath it.
That'd be neat if it was a stick of a steak.
Yeah, I don't do steaks. I would if somebody asked me. I used to see this all the time in the mid-80s, right? Everybody did this. Clocks and portraits, I think they're all done like this.
Connie says I have others do this burning technique. What is it called?
It's called burning. There actually is a name for it. Billy probably knows the answer to this one. I know there's a technique where if you scorch it with like a Tiger torch, so you can still use a propane torch. If you torch it black, and then take a wire brush to it, and then I think it's a Japanese or Chinese name. I think it's a Japanese name. Type
I
of
call it brulee.
and then once that's done, then you use uh, dyes, and inks to get the color of it, and before you laminate it.
And
So you see that really red deep colors in the Chinese furniture.
all that wood and all that dust and putting places in there just scares me.
Well, that's why I don't do this. I won't do this until after my shop's been sitting for a couple hours with no furnace off and nothing's blowing around. I also got a fire extinguisher right here.
You ever use those scorch markers?
No, a couple years ago, Sandy McKenzie invented dragon's breath, and she invented it's called dragon's breath. Basically, they were trying to get it to work in a scorch marker, and but basically the way it works is it comes in gel form. Comes in gel form, and you can basically use a stencil, and you can pat it on or brush it on, or with however you want. So your wood surface is wet, and same as a scorch mark, you stick a heat gun to it, you can heat it right up, and it burns right into it. It's environment friendly. It's non-toxic. You can lick it and whatever. You can get it on your hands and not worry about it. It's non-toxic. It's healthy for the environment. Made from all natural materials. She sent some down to Indiana Jones, and she uses it all the time because Annie likes to play with fire. So Sandy McKenzie sent her some of this dragon's breath. It's called dragon's breath, and sent her some. Try out. Sent me some. I tried it out. I did a show on it. It's cool, and you can do ombre effect with it too. Right?
Jerry says no one's licking your project.
Well, not right now. But you would if you could, though, wouldn't you?
She used the scorch marker. She doesn't like it. She received it as a gift from that add water to it and then add heat to live use and be out. Drag. Shay says, I bought a torch like John's and Brian took it and said no.
But what's wrong with your internet, Shay? Jeez.
Carrie's, yeah, not need Shay breaking out in the house.
No, we're just knock some of this off. Won't be as dark.
Maybe use lace powder. You like the smell of burnt butter. Burning.
No, it's got a unique smell to it.
Mm. There was this one kind of wood when we had a wooden stove. Oh my gosh, it stunk so bad. I don't know what the name of the wood was, but oh.
See, I gotta put that on. See, look at that. That's what I was looking for. Stands right out.
That's gorgeous.
It's better than that plain old white background there.
Yeah.
Okay, back is done. And frame is done. Oh shit! I need a work table to work on.
Bonnie said, beautiful, John. Robin says, that's awesome.
Oh, it's gonna look awesomer when it's more done.
Jerry says, I just had the neighbor banging on my shop door because of the laser. It's obviously not a fire.
That's funny. Alright, now take this. Oh, I gotta sand some of this down first. All those pieces that I cut this afternoon for my inlay. Just gotta sand them down first before I stain them. Those are quick though. Hop shot, quick like a bunny. Tell us a story, Anne. I know you love telling stories.
Here, yeah.
Tell us a story, Ange. I know you love telling stories.
Oh. Robin, on a time. And Shay says, in a land far away. Robin says, there was a. Come on, girl. I'll just read it.
So one more day left, Art, for you. And you're all done. Your biggest, fanciest sales fair of the week, of the month, the year. Oh, you gotta say it like Shay, though. A big bad woof.
Hi, Neil. That sound makes me want to go and scour my sinks.
Really?
Yes, that's what it sounds like when I'm scouring.
How dirty are your sinks getting that you gotta scour them?
it's just a habit. I'm always making, clean everything with the scour. Well, on that night, I had to make sure there was no germs raising a daughter with cystic fibrosis.
I suppose.
They went on an adventure to find the perfect. Chase into this now. Keep on going. And Wood was high up in the treetops, says Connie.
Why, the wood wasn't close to the ground where the tree trunks were? So, is your daughter still with us?
Yes. She just turned 30.
See, I went to school with a guy named Brent Landry, grades 4 till 12, graduated with him in grade 12. But he had CF, and but he was gone. He was gone from grades 8 to 10. He was in the hospital at St. Joseph's in Toronto.
Mm.
They sort of suck for him, but
Yeah.
and
And they spotted the perfect branch, but had no way to cut it down. Getting them mixed up. He had to grab a saw or she had to have three intestines taken out when she was first born, and at that time they didn't know the gene or anything. So a year later, they found the 7th gene, 7th chromosome. So they've been doing a lot of remarkable things, advanced things.
Yeah.
Like she's 35. That's very.
Your audio keeps cutting out. Turn your video off for a minute. Maybe we'll try that, because I know that helped with me a couple times too.
Okay, does that help?
That's perfect. Sorry, I didn't mean to say you sound better than you look, but your audio's working better with the camera off. Okay, so you basically cut out after 7th gene.
It's the 7th gene, 7th chromosome. They figured that out with cystic fibrosis. For like the lungs and pancreas, because those are the two things that affects the cystic fibrosis.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that, Robin. Because my TV doesn't scroll back. Have to get perfect.
So basically, so they decided to call up their friend the beaver. Oh, having a beaver together was perfect. It's tough. Oh, sorry. I thought that was part of the story, Shay. Stop getting chronic of the ill children. You're amazing. You're amazing, Angela.
She was at birth, and they rushed her to Riley, Indiana, Children's Hospital, and I was there for. They had to do an emergency operation the next day, and she was put on to a class, training me with that, and saying that she would have to go home like that for 6 months and then come back, and they put it all back together. Well, in 2 weeks' time, they said she's strong enough, and they put her back together, so I didn't have to come home with that. I learned everything possible about cystic. I raised her to, not to be coddled. She could do anything that anybody else could. Here for a reason, and I wanted her to. So she did volleyball, she did basketball. Excuse.
Yeah, it was different back in the 80s, though. It was harder for like let's say Brent. So he couldn't do gym, he couldn't run, anything like that at all. He had a machine he had to be hooked up to every night to help his breathing and everything else. I can't remember how many meds he was on. But he was a single child, and he got spoiled with every G.I. Joe figure and toy back in the day. So we were always over his house playing G.I. Joes.
I did all the percussions, pity pats, and stuff. She had to have enzymes when she ate because of digestion. She was about 5, and she knew how to hook up her own mist. And when I took her to the school, I told her classmates, I said, to help actually prolong her life, if you get a snack in class, make sure that she takes her enzymes, and at lunch make sure and remind her to take her enzymes. And at certain times, she had to go down and take her mist treatment. She hated me for the longest time because those kids watched over her like a hawk. She's like, why'd you have to do that? I say, because I want to make sure that you do it and they don't make fun of you. Nobody bullied her. Nobody made fun of her, but they did. They watched out for
So why does Angela's mic cut out when I'm standing? That doesn't make sense.
Now you're roboting.
That doesn't make any sense at all. So the beaver scurried up the tree, but there was a big knot in the way. So he had to jump over to a different limb. Neil, let me know if you want another link. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Am I still roboting? Am I still cutting out?
Not when I turn my mic off, you're not.
Okay. Beavers don't climb trees. They gnaw them down. Yeah.
but the beaver's cousin, the porcupine, climbs trees. Ah, so figure the math on that one. Neil, what channels are you looking for? For what specifically?
Good night, Nancy. She's going to watch TV with Earl. The porcupine struck his cousin, the beaver, with a quill. Okay, Larry. I did go to the Goodwill the other day and I got myself a new crafting chair. Well, office chair, but I call it a crafting chair.
Well, it's for your craft, right?
Huh?
For your craft, I'm going to make it a crafting chair.
Yeah. And I got a quilt kit. I need to figure out how to use my mini sewing machine. I was watching Robin closely with the one she has. And the beaver said, ow. Wow, what was that for? Says Robin. And the beaver said, stop quilling me, said Connie.
Oh, God. You guys are too funny. Excuse me.
Neil says a lot of beaver talk on channels.
Especially when Robin's involved.
Larry says, we're trying to climb the tree. Robin says, and he jumped so high that he reached the limb. Okay. Ah. So how many children do you have, John?
Me?
Yeah.
I got 3 natural and 2 step.
Nice.
But I still say that they're all my children anyway. I got 5 kids.
That's right.
And they're all over the country too. Well, country and the States. So basically, our daughter is in Kingston, Ontario, with 2 grandchildren, boy and a girl, Garrett and Lydia, and then Stephen is married with our daughter-in-law in Winnipeg. They're not going to have any children. My oldest son, so Stephen's my middle son. My youngest son is married to some girl from the States. I don't even know where they're living at now, whether it be Canada or the States. And our other son is living in San Diego.
Oh, wow. Connie says, John, that is the only way to think.
Well, so Carrie left her husband when Danae and Jory were I think 9 and 7, and my 3 were 7, 5, and 4 when we got together. So they're all pretty close to the same age range. They'll call me for Father's Day, and I haven't called her. I have reminded them to call their mother for Mother's Day. So I'm sure Carrie calls them and reminds them to call me for Father's Day, though.
And the beaver chopped it down and landed on the wolf's toe. He sawed off the limb, and now he has to get it down.
He saw it off the limb. How'd he saw it off?
I don't know. That's what Robin said. Or no, Connie said it. He saw it off the limb. Now he's got to get down.
He must have taken his chainsaw he had up in his pocket with him.
Well, the beaver, when it chopped it, wasn't it?
Yeah. So landed just on the wolf's toe, eh? Not his whole foot, just his toe. That's pretty good aim. That's right, I'm picking apart your story.
With his buck teeth. And Connie agreed with his teeth. It's a little limb. I don't know. These dang beavers we have here. Beaver shooter. Did you mute or did I go out?
I muted mine because it's weird because like your audio's better with mine muted, but your video's off. I don't know. It's weird.
Steve says this sounds like the perfect story to read aloud to deaf people. I could sign it for you. I was a sign language interpreter for the school corporation. But I have technical issues over here.
So just standard ASL?
Do what?
Just basic ASL?
Yeah, basic ASL.
You don't know the fancy sign language?
Yeah, we had to learn the and is and all that good stuff to make complete sentences. I was like, why? Everybody talks slang.
Yeah, exactly.
And when I would go with conventions and stuff, people from different regions, they had different ways of signing things. So just like anybody's personality, you have to learn it. I taught myself. I was little. Back in the day, you only had 3 channels, and on Sundays was church, and so I watched the lady in the corner sign as the preacher was talking, and picked up from there. And then got books, and then I met people that were deaf, and so I picked up from them, and then I did a year of college, kind of like a college, and started teaching with children in grade school.
Cool.
Thank you, Jamie. My mom and I would be signing, and my dad would get mad. You say, if you have something to say, you say it out loud.
Yeah. We don't take too kind of your kind around here. Speak English and leave the country.
Oh, no. Wow. Connie had a couple of her stories published.
I know. Learning ASL is just as bad. It's just as hard as learning a second language to speak. For some people.
Yeah. I was always fascinated with it, so I picked up on it quickly. I like the expressions they make with it too.
Like I knew enough back in the day. Well, back when I was in Boy Scouts, I knew enough back in Boy Scouts to get my badge. To, do basic words with some people. That was about it.
Connie's writing a book now.
Oh, is it on Scroll Sawing? I can help you. I could give you a consult.
If I wrote a book of my life, it'd be a lifetime story for.
Oh, I'd have like a Hallmark romance novel.
There you go. I mean, no romance in mine at all. Just
It would definitely be a 12-book series. The many lovers of John the Woodworker.
We're not just burning wood around here.
Oh, I smell burning wood. Oh, better slow down a bit.
No, it's on how my husband left the church that we grew up in. Oh, okay. Robin's would be a mystery.
Yes. How the never aging woman.
Jerry says I still got my hip waters on from the first show with Charles. Waited, I know, but I said water.
Yeah, waiters. I knew what you meant. But you do have to read the chat the way it's written, though.
Yep. So is JJE Jim or Jay?
It's J, as in Jim or James. That's J. Well, basically, we everybody call him JJ.
Okay.
Well, it's Jim.
My dad is James Franklin Vandeventer, Sr., and they all called him Big Jim. And then my brother is Jimmy. I call him Jimmy because he's the second. And then my he had a son named James. So they all James Vandeventers. And so it's Big Jim, Jimmy, and Little Jimmy.
What?
Yeah, how I named them.
Well, I suppose it's better than junior and senior, but then you got junior, right?
Right. The
Or
third.
the second, the third, yeah.
James Vandeventer third.
That's a hard title to live up to, though, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, James the third. Oh. My name's Billy Joe Jim Bob. My dad was Billy Jim Joe Bob. His dad before him was Jim Joe Billy Bob.
Robin says, dynamite.
Oh boy, what are you putting Doug's things up for?
Tony says, my grandpa was James Thomas. Then my grandpa was James Otto. My dad was James William. And my brother was James Lee. James is a popular name.
Yeah, my uncle is James. Call him Jim.
She named her son after my dad. So there was another James Van. Yeah, I'm Larry, and this is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl. And one of my grandson is Hudson James, Tony said.
Hudson, there's an uncommon name.
I guess my biological grandfather was named James, and my grandmother was Mary, Catherine, and then my biological mother's named Mary, and so was my adopted dad's mother's name, Mary. So there's a lot of Marys and James and Charles. And
So you were adopted then?
yeah, I was given to my parents, so it wasn't adopted.
Oh.
I ended over, and then they were going to adopt me, but Dad, he was a bad boy, and the lawyer said, they would have to give me up to CPS. So they went to Mary, and he put my dad as my father, so and then gave custody over to him. I found all this out later in life. That was really messed up for me. I didn't know I was adopted. And I found out the hard way. And I always thought my dad was my biological father until I was 35. And man, I'll tell you, that's what I said. I could have a Lifetime movie just made in my life.
Yeah, holy cow.
My biological name, and I didn't know it. I was like, names, and I said, let's do this. My mom said, baby, I said, why not? She said, it is a pretty name, but there's something I gotta tell you. Every time she said that, I knew something bad's coming. And she said, that was your real name. Oh, I was mad. I said, okay, if you know my name, when's my birthday? She says, that's your birthday. I'm like, okay. And I was gonna name my own kid my real name, and that was weird. I thought it was weird how did I come up with that? I didn't know any Leslies or anything. I just liked the name.
Oh, really? That's weird, eh?
Because I was around Mary when growing up, but she never would call me by my name. She always called me kid. So I was playing with my half brothers and sisters and didn't even know it until I was older.
Oh, well, it's a good thing you didn't find out that they were like, you were, dating them, and it turns out they were your brother and sister, your first cousin.
Ew, that'd be gross. Connie says, same here, Angela. Was married 8 times and we had no idea how many kids he had. I was told if I was born to date someone to find out who the dad was first. Right?
Yeah. I don't know. In the southern states, I don't know. They got some weird laws down there.
Oh, heck, every time I turned around in school, the Vandeventers were related to everybody. I didn't know they were cousins, but it's like, okay. Tony says her brother wanted to ask a new girl in school out, and she was our sister. Yuck.
I got dibs on the new girl. No, you can't. You can't. No dibs. Can't call dibs on girls.
Neil says, wow, married 8 times. I'm on my 2nd marriage. And I said, never again.
No offense, but it was not marriages of love.
I swore off marriage after my first, and it was 13 years before I got married again. And he wanted to marry me like in 2 weeks after knowing me. I'm like, no.
2 weeks?
Yeah, in 2 weeks. He was like, you're going to end up marrying me. And I said, we're not talking no more because I'm not getting married. And he won me over.
So how long was the whirlwind engagement for? If you wanted to marry you in 2 weeks?
Oh, I made him wait a year.
Well, okay.
Drove me nuts. He was on the road. He was over in Cincinnati, Ohio. I said, "Are you done for the day?" And he said, yeah. I said, I tell you what, if you would have been home in the morning, I would have married you. He called his sister.
What?
And said, I'm on my way home. He did. He got home, and then the next morning I got up, made the coffee, and got dressed. And I said, "Are you?" And he goes, "You really meant that?" I said, "I say what I say and do what I mean. You know, I said it. Let's go." So we went down to the beach that morning. Married him.
You go. Look at you.
Tony says my dad was not a creep. Me. Oops, I meant he was a creep. Okay, I'm sorry.
So how old were you when you for your second marriage?
How old was I when I got married?
Yeah.
I think I was 40. Yeah.
What?
Second time I was 40. First marriage, I was 18. I just turned 18. No, I was 17. I was 17. And a month later, I turned 18. And then I had Ashley the day before my 19th birthday. I wasn't pregnant, but when I got pregnant with Ashley, and we went to tell the parents, boy, both sides were pissed. They were pissed. I was like, what? I was married, damn.
Yeah, my first marriage, I was 19. So second marriage, I was 26, I think it was.
Night, Margie. She's going to bed to take her night.
Good night, Margie. Thanks for hanging out with us. So what happened to the story with the beaver? You guys stopped carrying that on or what?
They stopped. We were talking marriages and names. Connie says she met her husband on January. He asked me to marry him 14 days later, and we were married 6 weeks later, and we have been married over 40 years. Congratulations.
Wow.
Oh, we married Daryl on the 13th of January. Jeannie, I missed your comment about your marriage. And I can't scroll back, so I apologize. Connie says we have 4.
Jeannie said my husband in 2 weeks wanted to get married, but I made him wait 13 months. That was her second husband.
No, Chris, I'm from Indiana. Larry, LC was going on 34 years for him.
Wow, way to go, Larry. That's awesome.
I've been 2 weeks he wanted to marry, but I made him wait 1 year. Married after 13 months of being together. Oh, Jeannie. I know you probably already. She just rewrote it, so. Now, this is the second wedding sign that you've made.
No, so I got a client. Her name's Janet. She was actually on here yesterday. She was in the panel yesterday, and Janet Seville, and she basically knows a lot of people that gets married, and she's known as the wedding sign girl. So I've made probably 12 wedding signs for her.
Wow.
Yep. And everyone's different. Each one's unique. And the coolest one I did was, I think it was 2 years ago. It was two EMSs that got married. And I did the EMS logo. And I basically took all the wood, put it on the back. Like I cut the backer out first, and then I took all the wood, like pallet wood, planed it all down, and then I basically interlocked every single piece into each other, and then did the wedding sign on top of that with the snake and the staff there, whatever that logo is. Put that on there, and she said, "Oh, I think it's gonna look cool," and they freaking loved it because they've never seen a sign like that before. And like every sign I make is unique and tries to incorporate stuff that the couple is into, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this one basically, because it's a mountain scene, because they enjoy the mountains, but the leaves that are going up on the side of it are part of their invitation. So that's why this is personal to them, right?
Chris, you're close to all the Van Deventer I know. Oh, it's VANGEVENTER is how my maiden name's spelled. They're originally from Holland. I learned that one the other day. I was in a chat, and we were talking about Dutch names, and they're Dutch Irish. Because he's Van Deventer and then Arnold. says we have kids and 4 grandkids. Wow. I doubt I'll
Yeah.
ever have grandkids. I know my daughter can't, but my son has not yet settled down, found the right one yet.
There we go. See, so that's the stain that looks better on there rather than a full white, stark background mountain, right?
I agree. That is gorgeous.
Geez, otherwise it would have been like that white. So subtlety, right?
Mhm. Well, gotta go. I'm going out of town and safe travels, Connie.
Hi, Connie. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'll catch y'all later.
So are you just using wood glue to glue that down?
I use wood glue and CA glue. So
Yeah.
let's see, like CA glue, crazy glue,
Oh, okay.
cryoacetate, I guess it's called, right? So the crazy glue I'll use on these small thin pieces, and most of those small pieces there. So I'll use a CA glue for, and then I'll use wood glue for the rest of it. Like basically just white glue, and I'll clamp it all down.
Okay.
So I'll adhere to it. Adhere. Okay.
Billy has 5 kids, 15 grands, 2 grandkids, 2 more greats, 2 here, and 1 more grand coming in May. Wow.
Billy, I thought you had a couple. Oh yeah, you're right. You're 2 great grandkids.
Jeannie said
Yeah.
Charlie is still home and he's 15.
Got great grandkids. Well, Billy is pretty old.
And hey, those first count.
Well, I got
80 grand. That's what I have.
so I got 3 grandkids. Well, like three grandkids and 1 step grandchild. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's because it's my oldest son's girlfriend's son, right?
Mhm.
We consider him a grandchild. So step kid, right?
These dogs are the best. They're better than people.
Not as good as tortoises, though. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, totally. My daughter has every animal you can imagine. She has hedgehog. She has tortoise. She has snakes. Lots of snakes. Ugh. What else do you have? She has a spider. She has one of those bearded dragons.
Yeah.
And what else? She's got more. I don't know, but I don't mess with any snakes or spiders or anything. I only claim her dogs. That's it. No.
What? Reptiles are family too, you know.
I will not. They creep me out.
But reptiles will cuddle you more than a dog will.
They'll squeeze you to death.
No. Bearded dragon won't squeeze you to death.
No, but snakes. Ugh. Oh, no. When she lived with me and Daryl, she wanted to have a snake, and I said, "You have to have Daryl." Daryl told her yes. I couldn't believe it. So she had snakes, but each and every one of them died. She just could not have snakes in my house until she moved out, and they laugh now. She's like, "You cursed me, didn't you?" I said, "Probably."
Yeah.
I handle snakes.
No, I had turtles when I was a kid growing up, and then I had a scorpion and a chameleon.
How do you play with the scorpion?
How do you not play with a scorpion? You let it crawl out. You can hold it in your hand. You play with them. You'd be surprised. You can teach scorpion tricks.
Really?
Yep.
Ugh.
It was a black emperor scorpion. Because the thing is, their stinger is only for defense, and
Right.
they're actually not that. They're not poisonous. It's more of a scare tactic than anything else, and it just feels like a bee sting when they hit you with it. It's the little tiny scorpions you got to worry about. Those are the ones that are most poisonous. Those little glow in the dark scorpions in the desert in the States. Those are the ones you got to worry about.
Hi, Chris. And Neil Gary says we had a link here to separated by a wall full of snakes and reptile snakes. They had one with feeder rats. I walked out to the garage. Rats were all over everything. Yeah, I don't do rats either. Mm-mm. See, I would let the kids have like gerbils and stuff like that.
Well, that's a
And
rat.
I know. You. I was getting ready to say,
All right.
let them have that. But I'm talking wild mice or rats. No,
Well, what do you think of hamsters? Hamsters and gerbils are just wild rats and mice.
but they came from a pet store, not from the wild. Where
Well, what about a rat from the pet store?
I didn't mess with them, John. I let them have them, and I told them, "You will clean it. You will do all that. If you do not, they leave the house." I don't mess with those kind of things. Ugh. We were camping, and we were having a bake sale out there. So my mom did all this baking, and we were laying there, and we seen the curtain flutter, and I said, "Mom, I think we have mice in the house." And she turns on the light, and sure enough, we seen a mouse. She says, "Let's move to the front of the camper." Like that was going to help anything, but we did. We put down the table and made it into a bed, and we were in there, and we tucked ourselves all in and stuff. Next thing I know, my mom, and she was a big lady, big girl, comes up really fast and turns on the light, and we had like 15 mice on the bed. We ran out of the camper screaming for my dad, and he gets him to the campsite. She says, "We're going home, and you're gonna stay here, and you're gonna kill those mice." So he says, "Oh, I'm not scared of no mice." So next day we come back, and sure enough, he didn't sleep in the damn camper. He slept outside because there was too many mice.
Too funny. Too funny. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Since I moved to America, I've killed 4 or 5 black widows. I don't like them.
Yeah, my um internet just disconnected, so I have to redo it.
But you're still on here, though. How's that work?
I'm talking on the TV.
Oh.
YouTube likes to mess up with my stuff. See, the phone has its own data plan, so that works, but Wi-Fi out here sucks. There, the chat reconnected. I think. I'm not seeing things scrolling up.
So Megals is pretty scarce. Like, what? How come she's not around all the time?
I don't know. She does her thing, I do mine. Once in a while, we cross paths.
How often do you guys talk?
Huh?
How often do you guys talk?
It could be a month and a half. It could, I don't know. Sometimes we'll talk all week long, and then it'll go silent. My family's like, I'm such a loner, and they're like, how can you stand to be there all by yourself? It's like, I don't know. I was just that way. I used to go hide to get away from the chaos in my family. I was. You'd find me in a dresser drawer. You'd find me in the back of the uh, hot water heater in the laundry room, just hiding away, getting away from it.
Really? Do you have anxiety?
Do yeah, I think I do. If there's too much going on, yeah. You got to remember, I live with brothers, so and my dad, he was loud and boisterous. He if he raised his voice at me, I'd be bawling. I was a daddy's girl, but
Oh,
mom was the punisher. And she would pick up whatever was next to her, and you got it. So stayed out of her way. Gonna look really nice when you're done with it.
it'll look alright. It'll be fine. They'll be happy with it. That's all I can.
I
If they're
love that
not,
it for Michi. I want the same thing. I love that.
what colors did you want for yours, though?
I love the blue that you did for the yarn. And can you change it from crocheter, because I'm not a crocheter? Can you put it crafter or something like that?
You want a crochet ball, though? You want a yarn ball?
Yeah, because that's for crafting too. But I'm not a crocheter. I don't know what you would do different for a crafter.
Well, I would, because I know Herb's still working on your design for your logo, right?
I think so.
So, because I know I was talking with him about layouts, designs for it. I don't know what he got back to you with. He was still working on it, but I could do something similar to what we were talking about. I won't talk about it on there though. I can talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
But just as an example,
Scissors. Is that ruler? I can't tell.
scissors, ruler, X-Acto knife,
Oh,
piece of paper, right? And then I could do like pinking shears, like a piece of paper, pinking shears that ran through it, right? Glue gun, all kinds of whatever,
all the
whatever you,
and
whatever
that
you,
was good
whatever
for
you craft with, right?
right craft and expressive. That's right. Sharp objects need that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then put blood on the scissors,
Yeah.
because you're running with scissors.
Mm-hmm. Glue. And paint. Yeah.
No, there's all kinds of stuff in compass. Where did I put my ruler on there?
I almost bought some wooden that were there at the Goodwill. I was having a spell though. I went in the Goodwill and my blood pressure dropped out from underneath me, and I had to get out of there. Boy, those are some thin lettering for their name. That is delicate.
Yep. Just give me a second. I'll show you some. I'll show you an example. Okay, so what that means. Their last name being Barker. These are both height. See, they're 3 1/4 inches tall. The letter B, for example. So that's 3 1/4 inches tall. And her name being Carly.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fit like that. So that's about half the height. So it's only,
Wow.
let's just say, so the letter C is 3 inches tall. Right? But the thing is that the stroke on it, the stroke on those is about a 1/16 of an inch.
Wow. That is so pretty.
And but I love doing fancy scrolls like this, right? I love doing this stuff, and as small as possible to make it still look fancy and unique.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, you could do it on a laser, but the thing is, it's all done by hand, and they're like, oh, that's not done by hand. I'm like, okay, well, go watch the video then.
Right.
You watch me cutting them out. And like even the letters for the established date, I think these are only 1/2 inch tall, right? So the letters for the established date, they're established like that. They're only 1/2 inch tall, right? So
Do my initials AJC established. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the TV and not my phone screen, John. I apologize, a little behind.
but I've always wanted to do like old school hand lettering, like where the letters are layered on top of each other, but they're still one full complete, right? So you'd have like so AJC would be, so your C would be your fancy C would be the background letter, right? And then the J and the A in front of in the middle of that, but they're all joined together, like old school. You know what I'm talking about, right?
That's exactly how I do my if I have to initial something, that's how I do it. Cool. I would because Vandeven in such a long ass name, I would cut it down to Vandy. They would make fun of me. Angle Bang a Banger or Angle Fender Bender. I'm like, okay, y'all.
Nice. So my grandmother had a stamp for all her artwork, and it looked like that. It looked like that, and it was Gertrude Monk Carew. So there's an E, a G, and a C in there, in a circle, and she would stamp all her artwork like that.
That's cool.
So then I started doing something similar back when I was a kid, and my stuff was like this. So I started doing my stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is John Philip Arthur Cousins, JPAC. And then, like when I was doing art in school and stuff, everybody would be like, "Oh, you shouldn't use a symbol for your artwork to sign your artwork with." I'm like, "Well, why not? Because that's what everybody else does." Like that's what my grandmother did, my great grandmother rather. So then they had me start signing it, right?
Uh-huh.
So now I start signing my stuff like that.
Cool. That's neat.
But now it's just like, now it's like that because I got to write too much stuff. I got to sign too much paperwork.
John Hancock.
I've always wanted to do like fancy script stuff, right? But
I always wanted to have the L like Laverne and Shirley. I think that's where the L always came from. Is in Leslie. I was like L. I love Lucy. You know how
Yeah.
the show with the big L.
You can walk around with a big L on your sweater. Nobody will think you're a loser. It's okay.
Uh,
Oh, you can have a big scarlet A on your jersey too. That'll work. Oh, what's the big scarlet letter for? Nothing. It stands for Angela, not adulteress.
you know how hard it is when they say they would play Angel is the centerfold and all those songs. I'm like, ah,
What? Not about you? It's not about me.
no, not about it.
What about the song Angel? Oh, who sings that? Styx? I think Styx sings that, doesn't they? Come on, you should know this one.
Or kiss an angel good morning and love her like the devil when you get back home.
Angel, Dennis Lachlan, Robbie Williams, Aerosmith.
What?
Oh, Angel of the Morning. There you go. Juice Newton.
No,
Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
just call
Won't
me
you be mine?
angel of the morning, angel. Yeah, I remember that one. But I was thinking Charlie Pride. And then there's
Oh yeah.
Angie, and that is that by Mick Jagger? I can't remember.
I can't remember. There's lots of good songs. Jeez. Too many Angel songs. Yeah, they're all written about me. All of them.
All of them. Sure. I used to think I could fly. I would tell my mom when I would get up, I'd be, I can fly, I can fly.
Yeah, you can fly like an angel.
hmm I did though. I would go over. I thought it was weird, but it's called astroplaning. I found that out. I went. Uh, I don't know if you guys believe in paranormal, but I would go to my neighbor's house. We weren't allowed in each other's homes, and I would go over there and I'd visit with them. I went in their house, all that, seen them in their room, and they had really long hair. We all did, but they really had it, and they had those uh, caps on, like Little House on the Prairie.
Yep. Nightcaps.
Yeah, and one day I went up to the bus stop and I told them, I said, I went and visited you last night. And they're like, no, you didn't. I said, yeah, I did. You were wearing these bonnet things on your head, and told them what they were wearing and stuff. And then next time they thought they'd play a trick on me, and they switched beds and all kinds of stuff to test me out. I went up and I told them exactly the same thing. I said, you guys were in your beds and you switched and all that. And they were freaking out, like, how'd you get in my house? I said, went through the wall. I don't know.
Really?
Really? I used to do all kinds of crazy stuff. I did that. The last time I did it was just a baby. And we lived in a haunted friggin' house. It was a 100-year-old house. It was in the Kraus family forever. And the original house was a log cabin. And um, I hated that house. So the way the house is, you can go all the way through from room to room. And Ashley was on the other side of the wall, and the door was right there beside my bed. But you could go out from the other side of my room and go into the living room, and into the living room to the dining room, into the kitchen, into the hallway where the bathroom is, and right back into Ashley's room, and to the second bedroom from that little hallway. Well, it was 6:30 in the morning. I'll remember it because Paul had already went to work. Well, I went up to the ceiling. And I seen the clock. It said 6:30, and then next thing I know, I'm traveling slow, but I'm levitated at the ceiling, and I dropped down for the doorways, and I went all the way through the house, and I hovered over Ashley, and she's in her crib, and then the uh, pajamas. Good night, Larry. And she's sound asleep. And then the next thing I know, I went slow. Now I went really fast backwards all the way back through the house, and I had a water bed, and I came hitting it and physically hit it, and the bed just bounced back and forth really crazy, you know. And I grabbed the telephone. I was going to call my mom because it freaked me out. And I'm like, she didn't believe me when I was a kid. She is not going to believe me right now. And then I guess when I hit, it woke Ashley up and she was crying. And I went to get up. Well, I hit so hard on my leg that I couldn't move my leg. I slid down the wall, and I'm like, I'll be there in a minute, baby. I'll be there in a minute. And that was the last time I ever did anything like that. That freaked me out bad. I started drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes. I was like, nope, I'm dirtying my system up because I don't want to do that ever again. My husband came home. He drank coffee, and he always had a coffee left over, and he come home and there wasn't any in the pot. And he says, did you pour my coffee out? I said, no, I drank it. And I was like, I told him what happened. And of course, he thought it was nuts, but half the time, if he got me something, and he knew it before he married me, he would get me something. Hi, Sandra. And he would get me something, and it wouldn't even be in my presence. And you know, and I'd tell him what he got me, and he's like, how do you know that? I said, because you were thinking it.
Well, that would suck at Christmas time.
Yeah, I did. His mom got me a necklace. And I told him what that was. He's like, and there's no way I could know what she got me. He knew, but I wasn't around it. But I told him exactly what it was. It freaked him out bad.
That freaked me out too, you psycho.
I am. I'm so psycho. So Harnell Media, is it just a website maker, or Steve just does websites, or what? Is graphic design?
Oh, Steve Media, Harnell Media. Steve, did you? No, you still got Harnell Media. So he does website design, website hosting. And basically, when I was with them, it was through through WordPress. So basically, you can just upload stuff by yourself and everything else. He does do site maintenance, and he will do site layout with you, or he can walk you through it. So I know a lot of the makers in the community do go through him. He does not sleep. He works 24/7.
He's a real.
Yeah, and the thing is that anybody's site that he sponsored, or the sponsor that he does sponsor through him, he's basically on everybody's show. Basically, I can narrow it down to you as Herb, Charles, Shay, Mark, Nancy. Just for starters, I know there's 8,000 more that he deals with.
Wow.
But I know he's on everybody's show that is sponsored by him or through him. But he just likes hanging out here because he's a cool friend, right, Steve? And he promotes your show, and he'll share your links out and all kinds of cool stuff too. Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Cool. When I get my niche of what I can do, I'll let him sponsor me. He says he tries to support everyone he can.
Yeah, he does. Like, he's an awesome guy. Like, I've known him. Steve, how long have I known you for? Probably 7 years now, at least. And basically, yeah, like he basically goes to everybody's show, or at least he hasn't played in the backgrounds, because I know most of them are like 6 or 7 shows at the same time. But he still tries to make an appearance on every show. He's just a cool guy. And yeah, like he supports everybody. And Shay, I believe, Shay's still working with you, right? Like she's signed on with you. And I know they were me and Shay used to have a scroll saw teaching course, and Shay's got all this other stuff going on with Steve as well.
Cool.
All kinds of courses and stuff, and making kids stuff, and cool stuff too. Shay offered marketing courses at one time. I don't know if she still does or not. Designing courses, and she used to have these cool kits that she would build and sell, and she would go on a live show with the purchasers of the kits and help them. They built the kits on the show. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, he says she does some graphic stuff, but she doesn't on the day.
Yeah. Because when Shay got into scroll sawing, it's like, she had a t-shirt. Was it a t-shirt company she had before? And she had all these graphics that she owned from before that for doing that, and marketing and everything else. And there was a clothing line that she was dealing with, and then she started scroll sawing, doing portraits and everything else, and then doing necklaces and earrings and all kinds of cool stuff. And then overextending herself, making herself too busy, and stopped doing her lives. She's calming down now.
I love that snowman that she did on Kelly's live. That was neat.
But I used to have this thing where painting wood was a big no-no. Like, stop painting your wood. I'm not painting it, I'm dyeing it. There's a difference. And this is black stain. So it's stain, I'm staining wood, it's fine. I had to painting wood was just a big irk for me. I hated people painting wood, especially the crafters. Stop painting the wood. Jesus. But paint is cheaper than stain, and then I'm like, fine, whatever. I accepted it. I accepted that it had to be done. Really, I told Shay last night. She was doing her painting her snowman. I'm like, no, Shay, it's fine. I accept that wood needs to be painted to try and embellish it the way you want it, the way you envision it, so it's fine. I'm okay with it now. Because I did a project, I think it was 3 years ago. This guy ordered a laundry room sign. And I built it out of pallet wood, and I planed it all down. It looked really cool and everything else. And then he's like, yeah, can you paint it white? I'm like, no. He goes, my wife already wants it white, black letters. I'm like, sure, fine.
Yeah, that's really popular.
So I did my show, and I'm like painting wood, egg, right? I'm going through withdrawal. I had to paint this really nice wood. The wood looked really nice. Like I planed it down and sanded it. It was awesome. It was awesome looking wood for being pallet wood. And I had to paint it white. It just destroyed it. I'm like, I did not like it at all.
You
Oh
sound
my! It's exactly. It's exactly what my wife wants. I'm like, oh okay. So she likes crap. I was not happy with it. I didn't like it.
so. I take it you'd be the kind of man who would not paint the paneling in your house.
No. We did it. We had painted paneling in our house.
Charging.
We
Sorry.
had we had painted paneling in the house, the basement here. I did not like it at all. So it's a good thing when the basement flooded that the insurance covered the cost to replace it all with drywall. I was happy with that.
Wow. Greg said he just finished turkey dinner and sent all the freeloaders home.
Oh yeah, I had my awesome hot dog, my craft dinner, and my spider dogs for Thanksgiving dinner, and I had half a freaking pumpkin pie just loaded with whipped cream, like half a tub of whipped cream on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Rob,
that's why my show was so late starting.
Robin said she had nachos.
That's a good Thanksgiving dinner, unless it's tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's rescheduled, didn't it?
Greg says, were they turkey nachos, Robin? No, vegetarian. Ew,
Well, nachos are vegetarian.
not my nachos.
Well, see, the corn chips are vegetarian.
Yeah, if they're plain, my nachos has beef and beans and black olives, jalapenos and sour cream and all that good stuff.
Okay, I'm okay with everything except the beans. I don't eat beans. I'm not a bean person. You know why? Beans are vegetarians.
Beans are what?
Beans are for vegetarians.
Oh, they're for vegetarians, so we need to skip those just for them.
Yeah, they can have all the beans they want. Stay away from my meat, and I'll be okay.
Billy said, my nachos aren't vegetarian either. Rob says, I like celery and it's crunchy. I love celery on some pinto cheese, pimento cheese. Um,
See, I don't ever recall having nachos with beans on them anywhere I've been to, anywhere in Canada. Must be a Canadian thing then, I guess.
I don't know. Refried beans.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Okay.
Like
Well,
even at Mucho Burrito, they put like, it's basically refried beans and avocado. Disgusting.
oh, I love.
And a little bit of meat, lettuce, cheese, and some salsa sauce. I'm like, no, you can take the beans off of there and the lettuce off, and you can just give me freaking beef and cheese burrito.
Yeah, I can live without lettuce. Okay.
And I'm like, yeah, and you can deep fry it too. Oh no, we don't do that here. I said, oh, I guess you're not like a real burrito place, then, are you?
Mm.
Well, a real burrito's a deep fried burrito.
Neil says they sound good. Nachos. Robin says she sometimes puts lettuce on her nachos.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Nachos have refried beans, beef, cheese, garlic, and jalapenos. Or guacamole, I mean, and jalapenos. Yes. Yes, Billy. I will come to your nacho brunch. Absolutely.
Well, I go with the jalapenos, but not the
Guac.
not the beans. Not the beans. And the guac is basically on the side for dipping it. Why would you heat up guacamole?
Oh, I love guacamole. Here we are talking food again. Charles be going off on me.
Oh, the show always goes towards food. I don't know why, it just does. And then you get when you bake it, you have to have at least 2 layers in there, not just throw your chips down and throw everything on top. You got to at least build it up in layers, two at least 3 layers.
That's nacho. That's nacho lasagna right there. When you gotta layer it.
Oh yeah, but that's how it's best because the cheese is all throughout everything and the meat's throughout everything. Because as soon as you take the first little bit of it off, it all drops down anyway.
That's right, Billy. He says no guac goes on after the heating, John.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't heat the guacamole.
So you usually it's just on the side with the salsa.
Yeah.
Salsa.
Hi, Dawn. Good to see ya. I'm glad you took a nap and you actually ate.
Hey Don, how's it going? Robin needs naps. Oh man, you should see Robin go without a nap. She gets so hangry, it's unbelievable. She gets all snappy.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Hey, Arthur. Welcome back. Your 10 days are over.
No, he's got one more day left. Oh yeah, it's today. Hey Art. Oh yeah, today's Sunday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, I got tomorrow off. That's what's throwing me off. So are you gonna rest up tomorrow, Art, or you gotta do hospital stuff?
Yeah, he said he has another week of hospital stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, but I don't know whether he's gonna be able to come on tomorrow or not. That's what I was asking. That's what I was asking.
Dawn says, I can't hang with the cool kids. I'm too old. Whatever.
What? Get on here, Dawn. You have the link because I added you and Amanda and Mishi into my Hangout list. So you might have muted it, but it's there.
Yeah, Arthur said chemo all week.
Yeah.
Dawn says, this old lady needs lots of naps.
Hey, come on here. We're gonna you can take a nap on here. We won't make too much fun of you. People have slept on my show before. Russ had a nap. Herb had a nap. I don't know. People have had nap. Lots of people have had naps on my show.
And Dawn says, yes, I did eat and go into a food coma.
Don, you're just a baby. You're a baby.
There's no rest for the old guy.
Yep. Well, I'll be on all day tomorrow too. If you wanna come in and hang out with us, if you got a chance to. I'll be here for sure.
Billy says, I have kids older than you, Dawn.
Only 20 to 10. So I do some fancy vein work on this stuff here. It's gonna be a pain in the butt. I know it is.
That is neat.
So it's basically two different rows of leaves on here, right? These solid ones. These hollowed out ones. I don't know why they're hollow, but this with some invitation. This one at the back here. I should have copied their invitation that I got this from.
That's the worst part, Art, having to unload everything. Surely you don't have that much to unload. I'm sure you sold practically everything.
So this is their actual invitation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So these leaves here are what these are. These leaves are from their invitation. Basically, I just cut this half off,
Yeah.
right? And then just blew that up, expanded that to make it look like that. So that way, that's what makes it personal to their wedding sign, because I'm using their logo that she chose for their wedding invitations.
Nice.
You still got to load it, be like, do it tomorrow. Oh wait, how much do we need room for her? You need room for her that don't unload it yet. Then unload it tonight, otherwise. But I'll be back on tomorrow, and pretty much all day too. Tables, 8 tubs, TV trays, cooler, chair. You know what? You should have uploaded that stuff before you got online. Just saying. It's just the way you do that. See if your camera work now.
Ta-da.
See if your audio cut out. See, I think it might have been my audio too, because I changing settings in my audio too.
It didn't work.
You're not roboting now though.
Well, that's good. I switched
Yeah.
chair. I'm back in my dark corner.
I know you need light on you though. You need a halo behind you.
I do. Damn it.
Yeah, you gotta get a ring light just to have behind you, right?
There, that's a good idea. The ring light that I had on the stand, it busted. I can't get back on there. That might be an idea. I might figure it out.
You just got to find a way to attach to a hanger. Just have the hanger in the back of your shirt still, right? Just have it lighting up at the backside. Every time you come on, just have that the Dale music, right?
Well, I put you much light on this head of mine. I blind you.
Yeah, nah. We'll be pointing up though, right?
Okay. Now, see, you got me thinking. I might have something to do.
Or in your craft room, you can attach it from the ceiling. Just have it down, like it's just sort of behind your chair, but not facing towards the camera, right? So not to blind everybody. You just have it just sitting over top of your head when you're sitting down in the chair. But you have it behind you so that when you're sitting down, it looks like it's above your head. Right? But that way you can still get up.
I actually have one that I could clip to the back of the chair and do that with.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, you can do that too. Yes, Art, we missed you. We missed you every day you weren't here, except for the day that you were here on Friday night. You showed up for 2 minutes.
Hey, Greg, you didn't recognize my voice.
Jerry, you're going live again tonight? Are you doing all night live again tonight? How do you stay up all day and then go live all night? Oh, Meryl's on. Oh, I forgot Meryl was on too.
Jerry said he would love to go live, but yes, work would not be happy with him if he did.
How long has she been on for? She's been on for almost 2 hours already. Jesus.
Who's on?
Tara. Mishi's on there. Mishi and what's that? It's Pam.
I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I haven't heard Kiss in a long time.
Yeah, Art, if you're up for live, you can. Jerry's going on live tonight. He was live on all last night for 7 freaking hours. Wait, are you working tomorrow, Jerry? So when is is Dawn live tonight too?
I don't know. She just got up from a nap, she said, when she came in chat.
Yeah, but we know what Dawn is. Dawn's a freaking night owl anyway.
She sleepwalks lives.
Oh, and Chris loaded a video. Chris put a video up 2 hours ago. I didn't even know that. Jeez.
Dawn's doing a live in 10 hours.
Oh, yeah, for your morning Hobie bingo.
Yep.
10, 16, 10, 8.
I've
9,
missed
9. Oh, so that means you go live tonight with Jerry then.
Jerry going to bed. He said he couldn't do it.
Ours says not. Yeah, way to go. It's like a marathon fair for you, Art. It's, kudos to you for hanging out for those 10 days and those freaking long hours. What do you shout? What do you shout? What are you shouting at, Art? Ah! Well, I would have, but I don't want to sound, like we're in love right now. Yeah, I gotta
It's
mute myself.
romance.
I gotta mute myself because I get out of it.
Yeah, Dawn's not even live right now. She says she's barely here in chat. $15 a day not being home. Ouch, Art. Hi, Sandra. Have a good night, Art. Sweet dreams. I bet you'll crash hard tonight. Being in. Oh, you didn't stay the night. You were home every night. I forgot. Dawn did a upload a video that is messed up because somehow didn't get the full screen. And I'm so sad I messed it up. Oh. I bet it was a good one too. I'm sitting here not knowing what to say, y'all. Only beginning was small, it got bigger. I thought, Robin said. Good night, Connie. Sweet dreams. Thanks for coming in. I missed that one, Dawn. I didn't get to see it.
All right, I'm back.
Again.
Sorry, Ants. What was that? I was muted. I couldn't hear you.
Haha.
I'll download and fix it and then put the one up unlisted. Then re-upload it and you can keep the both views. I find that if you're filming with your phone, if you zoom in before you hit start, it'll be there. That's what I found out, but
I learn something new every day.
yeah, well, I found that out from work because when I take videos at work, you take a video and try and zoom in, you can't do it. But if you stop it, zoom in, then start, it'll work with the zoom in on it.
Oh, thank you, Dawn. Angela is an awesome co-host.
Yeah, she's great at reading. She's looking pretty. She's looking pretty. That's all she has. She needs some light on her face, though, so you can see her pretty face. So, I could do all this tomorrow. Yeah. I'll finish this up tomorrow. I'll paint this tomorrow. I can glue all that together tomorrow, so it'll all be dry. And insert all of this into it, and it'll be good to go. Then I can take a picture of it, show Janet, and I'll do a video for Mishi's sign, do a video for this sign, and do some work on Nancy and Earl.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
You know I will, Dawn. I'll catch. I still got to finish the show from last night. I got halfway through before John came back on this evening.
so let's shut that off. Who's all on tonight then? Nobody's on tonight then. Guess I'm the last one because Mara's shutting down right now. And I'm pretty much the last one on. So is Jerry, you going on? So I'm getting all these notifications from Yarn Addict now. What's his name? I'm getting all these notifications from Yarn Addict now. All these shows. Apparently he did a show 8 hours ago.
Hey, Jen.
1.6 thousand views
Wow.
on a crochet Afghan kit haul featuring Mary Maxim official Afghan kits. 1.6 thousand views. Frick. Unbelievable. All right. No, you're not going on. What? Jen? What the hell? Jen, I'm just shutting it down. What the hell? You should have gotten a notification 2.5 hours ago. What are you up to? We haven't seen you in a while. Where you been hanging out? Where you been hiding?
She never got one at all. She just opened YouTube and there you were.
What? Unbelievable. What have you been up to? Pressure washing the garage 1 hour, 1 month ago.
Yeah, it has been a month since she was on last. Time is flying by.
Wow, unbelievable. Jen's been on the show before. She's been on the show a couple times. She's funny as shit.
And hiding
Jen's
girls. And
freaking
that's
hilarious. Well, because she's a wood turner, woodworker. She makes all kinds of really cool stuff, right? And well, back when Jen and Doug were on my show all the time too, we were talking about what she was making and how she can improve on them and everything else. That's a story for another time, though. Been hiding from the squirrels. Yeah, you got to come out with it. You got to hang out more often. I'm on tomorrow though. I'll be on all day tomorrow. So if you're in the mood for it, you can come on the panel. Just let me know and I'll send you a link. Alrighty. But I want to say thanks, beautiful Angela, for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And who else was here? Shay was here. Russ was here. Oh yeah, right. Our other eye candy, Russ was here. And everybody's being in the chat and hanging out with us. And I'll be on tomorrow doing the same thing, full day, and we'll see how that all works out. Yeah. So Jen, just look for me, and if you want on tomorrow, just look for me, and I'll be here. I'm sure Doug will get a notification. Robin will get a notification. I'll just tell Doug message. I'll just message you anyway. But I'll message you the link panel if you want, and we'll see how that works out. All right. So take care, have fun, everybody, and we'll see you later. See you last word, Angela.